Good morning, Team Access. Matt here, presenting live from his living room. Obviously, we've got a situation where we can no longer complete the skills acquisition unit with a practical session. So what we're going to be doing is a written piece. Now, there will be a supporting document on CCG Online that I'll put on there for you, but I thought a verbal explanation would help you guys work it out and be there for you to kind of refer to during your assignment. So what we're basically asking for is the same format that we've always had with regards to line and a half spacing, title, introduction, discussion, conclusion, references, etc, etc. I understand references for any assignment now are going to be quite tricky, okay, so I will relax the laws on that slightly, all right? So yes, you can use the Google. Please still try to go to reliable sources where possible. There are some books on CCG Online you can refer to, and hopefully most of you have access to Wesson. So what we're asking you to do within this is basically write how the theories that we've looked at so far can be applied to coaching. All right. So, for example, you'd explain the system of memory and how the multi-store model works and how it requires repetition for the information to move from the STM to the LTM. But within that, you'd also then say how a coach would apply this, making sure that they would enable you to use repetition through demonstration, through verbal instruction, and that repetition would be able to get the information to the long-term memory. And then how do they check it's there? Well, they check it's there through questioning and answering, or maybe asking them to do a demonstration at the end of the session. In addition to this, we're going to look at several other topics. Obviously, we haven't had time to deliver these, so you're going to have to do a little bit of self-research around them. Okay, so to list the topics that we're going to look at, they're going to sound a little bit like this. We need to show the understanding of memory. Okay, as we've covered in class, you should have class notes on that. We're also going to look at the phases of learning, which is a task I sent you last week. Okay, so we need to have a little look at how that impacts it. Information processing is the big topic. I want you guys to take on board as well, if you can, please. All right. There's also something called guidance, which is broken into three parts, which is verbal, visual, and manual or mechanical. Okay, so I need you to look at that as well. Again, that was setting your task for last week. So hopefully you've got an understanding of how that works at this stage of the game. All right, nothing too complicated, right around it. With regards to memory, we've got the multi-store model, which is Atkins and Schifrin, okay, which you need to refer to. Again, you should have class notes on that. I'll try the best with my resources I've got here at home to put some supporting documents on CCG Online for you. Okay, with information processing, there's several models. There's Welford's, there's Whiting's. Again, look at those online, try and gain understanding. Information processing is basically how we deal with information that comes in and then how we use it. Okay, so it's a filtering process that a coach would need to use to ensure that sports performers are getting the right information in order for them to learn a new skill. All right, we also need to get in there the skill continuums, which we've all covered in class as well. So we've got 4 of those. We've got open, close, gross, fine, internally paced, externally paced, serial, discrete, and continuous. All right, so they're the only topics we need to get in there. Again, there'll be a supporting document online. On there we'll have the hand-in dates, the word count, and all that kind of jazz that you need. All right, I will be available over email exclusively to Access students, okay, during the Easter period. I'm not responding to emails from anybody else, including colleagues or any other of my students, but because of the deadline on this one, I will be open for answers and questions and draft submissions if we need to. All right, once you've done this for me, that's all the coursework done and we're complete and we're finished for the year. All right, so hopefully we can get through this and then we'll be there to support you for your dissertations when you need it. All right, I'm also open to video calls if people want to catch up, if they find that easier to discuss it. If you can access Microsoft Teams, or which Ali put you all on at the start of the year, or you may find it easier to download the video app Zoom, okay, and then I can contact you through it via that. I hope you're all well and staying safe and being careful, all right, and if there are any snags, please let me know, but we need to get this done and dusted. Happy days, hope you do well. Thanks guys.